Being the first person in my family to go to college, I really had to utilize every single resource available on campus.
Almost nobody seems to take advantage of tutoring that's available for your classes, financial assistance, services that could benefit each student if they were to know about them.
I want to move forward. I want to be a homeowner. I want to have a career. I want to make a difference, not just for myself, not just for my son, but the community, the world.
As an international student, it was hard to study English and take college class in the same time.
Yeah, as a student, I probably would have flunked out or something like that. Probably would have ended up just got a job somewhere and not came. Probably wouldn't be able to play football. I wouldn't have the grades for sure. So, yeah.
My story starts with me being an emancipated foster youth. I emancipated at the age of 18. During that time, I was on my own. I experienced some homelessness. I also became a single parent of a special needs child. And so, being a emancipated foster youth, I had little to no educational support. So I had to, really motivate myself and push myself to want to achieve and want to, do more in life. A lot of people from my community, they don't have educational background. It's a blessing for us just to graduate high school. That was the only goal for us to do, was graduate high school. But there was no educational goal as far as college degree, obtaining a college degree.
I learned in high school that everyone has a schedule, but most people seem to have a schedule based on stress. So I would rather have that schedule be based on something else other than stress. And that seems to work a lot better anyways, because now not only are you less stressed, you're getting things done on time.
Well, I had been at LMC for 2 semesters so far, and I had a 4.0 grade point average. I never in my life had a 4.0, ever. And so I got ill. My son and I were cleaning up my backyard, and I was overcome with the feeling of I couldn't breathe. And the ambulance had to be called. I went in, and basically my lungs failed on me. And I was placed in ICU and put on a BiPAP machine. And I was told during the process that I had to stop going to school and pretty much just recover and let my lungs heal. And I fought through that and actually overcame. And I was able to return back to school with the help of a lot of people at my school.
I was born in Cheonan, which is 1 hour away from Seoul. Every international student tries to study English every day, even though they finish an ESL course. It was the same for me, because my English is not enough. To get good grades, I had to take college classes just like other college students, and also I had to keep studying English in the same time.
Poor, very poor, because I was never the student. Like I was never really a really good student. I was fun, like I just go have fun and play with girls and stuff like that. But I came here, buckled down. The school helped me with everything, and I was going to become a better student and athlete. I needed a lot of help, so I would go to the math lab every day, and they would help me with certain things, and it helped me build my math skills to where I really didn't need anymore. Like it really helped me progress. I got nothing but A's here my whole time in math, and then in English, I would go to the reading and writing center, and they would correct my papers to where my teachers would be like really shocked, like, okay, you're getting a lot better, and I got B's and A's in all my English classes too. So I was embarrassed at first to be in the math lab. My friends would see me in the math lab, but you're gonna have to put that to the side if you want to better yourself. So I went in there and worked hard and got my good grades.
What Umoja is, it's a program that is African American based on the education part. We all have English classes together, and we have our math classes together. So it's pretty much like a community. We're like a big family. So it's really helpful. It's like when I missed those classes, like I had students coming into the hospital checking on me like what's going on? You know, they were upset, like, you know, she's really sick, you know, and they were just pulling for me. They were like, you can do it. You know, you're really smart. They were bringing my books to up to the hospital. And, the staff is like, look, she can't do homework. Like, you guys, like, kind of leave her alone. She needs to heal, So I love Umoja. I love it because if I didn't have this program here at LMC, I wouldn't be as focused. It keeps me on my toes because I don't want to do it for myself, but I want to do it for the students that are under me. As I said, I'm in my 30s, and a lot of the students are in their teens and in their 20s. And so I feel like I'm an example. That's what made me push so hard to come back so fast.
To do well in college, never-ending practice was very helpful for me. So after class, I tried to do homework as soon as possible and study what I learned. After that, to prepare quiz, I did all of the homework again. And for midterm, I did homework and quiz, reviewed them again. So for final, I did again. So total 4 times I did homework. So it takes lots of time, but it was the best way to study. While I'm going to college, it was easy to forget to keep studying English. So it was same for everyone, and it was same for me. So one day I made a calendar and I just wrote what I had to do every day. I checked vocabulary section, and if I practice listening, I checked listening section. So end of the month, I could see how much day I did, how much day I didn't. So I could see I was very lazy or I was not that lazy.
Well, I think the most important thing for a student to do to improve their overall college experience is to schedule their events, their classes, their work in a manner that will allow them to actually do them without becoming stressed about them. Personally, during the day, I'll put everything that's coming at me, all the information that I need to remember during that day or at any other time, I'll put it on a note on my phone because it's always with me. And then that night or the next morning, I will schedule them onto my calendar, also on my phone. And I will essentially find a reasonable amount of things to do for that day. And the important part is probably to put specific times in which to do those things, because that'll make you really aware of how much time you have in the day.
Without the EOPS program providing me with resources such as a book voucher, counseling appointments, priority registration where I'm able to get the classes that I need, an educational plan with them so that I'm following the educational plan and taking the classes that I need to go towards my educational goal. Another big resource for me is the FAFSA, financial aid, as well as utilizing the resources available on campus, such as the math lab.
The math lab, the reading writing center, bio lab, the football team, computer lab, library, all those were definitely huge in making me a better student. My first few times, I really didn't want to go in. And my teacher said, go. I'm like, no. But then I saw my grades lacking. I'm like, I have to do something about this. I want to play football. I want to excel and go to another school. So I went and I started doing it, and I got used to it. I'm like, this is going to help me make me a better person, so I'm going to do this. Help me create better study habits, because on the field we have to learn a whole playbook, and help me stay up at night and be able to go through the playbook and become a better player. Because me as a linebacker, I have to call the plays for the whole team and everybody's plays and position, so it helped me learn everything faster and study hard. So.
Don't let someone put you in a box and tell you that you're limited to a certain area, whether it's your mom, your parents, your doctor, or maybe even a teacher. Push yourself forward, be your own leader.
Take advantage of all the resources we have on campus, which is the bio lab, the math lab, the library.
I encourage each and everyone to strive for greatness. Never give up on yourself, never give up on your educational goals, and utilize every resource available to you.
Go take advantage of those resources, because those are huge in helping you build your grade and you becoming a better person and student.
You can do it.
Sky's the limit.